Welcome into Fast Five with Jay Walker and Scott Prather.
What's up, everybody? It is a special New Orleans Bowl Week edition of Fast Five.
True or false? The New Orleans Bowl will continue to be a second home for the Ragin Cajuns this Saturday.
False. A couple of reasons why I say that. First of all, Southern Mississippi actually has a much higher season ticket base than the Cajuns do. On top of that, tickets here are down a little bit. Between the flood and the depressed economy, it's a little bit tougher this time around. So while we're used to having this sea of red, you're going to see a lot of people look like bumblebees this weekend.
True, it'll be more like a co-home game because the Cajuns have always had one dominant side of the dome and the other side was pretty light. That other side won't be light, but you're still going to have that dominant side of the Cajun dome that belongs to the Cajuns.
Battle round. What is the biggest surprise about this year's Ragin Cajun football team?
You know, it's not a surprise now, but going into the season, I wouldn't have guessed that the defensive line would have been the most consistent, best group throughout the season. The linebackers have been very good as well, but I think the D-line has a lot to do with that. To all the new players, to a veteran like Carmichael Dunbar, Coach Harbin's done a magnificent job. Big ups to the Cajun D-line.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I think the defense in general after Mike Lucas took over just took a step forward, and really they've taken steps forward just about every week since then, but it all starts with the guys up front. When they switched from a 3-4 down to a 4-3 and got more linemen involved, they became a better football team.
Donkey round. What's the best thing about New Orleans?
Everything is great about New Orleans, but I'm going with food. I love food here. I love food there. I love food everywhere.
Thank you, Dr. Seuss. I will say culture, because that encompasses all of it. The people, the music, the food. It's one of the more unique, best places in the world.
Donkey round. Who wins the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl?
Cajuns win.
Cajuns win.
5 New Orleans Bowls.
Cajuns win.
5 wins.
Cajuns win.
It's time for the winner and loser of the week.
My winner of the week is Pat Chun. Who's Pat Chun? He's the athletic director at Florida Atlantic. Butch Davis gets hired by FIU. So what does Chun do? He goes out and gets Lane Kiffin. The guys at FIU had the headlines for a few days. Now it's FAU's turn. The good news is they both made a hire, which shows that maybe, just maybe, they're finally getting serious about football.
Let's give it a year. Losers of the week. We're talking so much about the Great New Orleans Bowl. How about the New Orleans professional franchises? The Saints, sorry guys, third straight year, fourth time in 5 years, you're not going to have a winning record. The Pelicans, you got one of the best 5 players on the planet. You can't surround them with Jack. They continue to struggle. Dell Demps has not built that roster up nicely, and as a result, both of the pro teams right now in New Orleans have 2 of the best in the world at their craft, and yet the teams themselves, not very good.
Do you know what they're singing in Boca Raton today? Everybody Pat Chun tonight. Everybody Pat Chun tonight.
On that note,
They're pretty excited.
We're going to go.
Yeah.
See you guys in New Orleans for the bowl.
Come see us.